Hello? Hello? Okay, just need to check. So let's get into it. Yeah, done. Okay, let's carry on with our playthrough of. We need to talk to Pikachu, I think his name is. Uh, at this rate, I fear Snorlax will waste away if they continue to sleep without eating anything. I'm curious how it'll brighten things up around here. But I can't generate electricity anymore. Oh dear. Whatever shall I do? It certainly is a worrying situation. But lamenting what we can't do will only make our moods as dark as this town. Right now, we need to focus on what we can do. For instance, what we can do to lighten up this cave is to dim it more. In that case, shall we try making a lamp of seashells? I think it would suit this place quite well. Okay. A shell lamp. You're able to make a shell lamp. You're quite the crafter, aren't you? Oh yes, I'm quite sure I can handle it. Excellent. Well then, could I trouble you to make us just a single shell lamp? Once you've made it, please take the opportunity to put it right beside Starbucks. If you bring along a Pokemon who can generate electricity, you'll still do it. Okay. Got it. Where is Pawnee? There's torches. I thought that was Pawnee for a second because they're both the same color. But first, let's make this thing. Okay. Let's head to the Pokemon Center so that I can put some stuff. Actually, where's she's Travis around here? I do not see Travis. Okay, so we should now have room to make a shell lamp. There we go. We just need one of those. And now we need to find where Tommy is. There's Tommy. Tommy, you need to follow me. So you can generate electricity to turn on the solar. These spiders keep making so much twine, and they're just taking up a bunch of my space in my satchel. Okay, there's Travis. No, actually, I didn't want to do that now. Don't take that. Okay. this. Give that to you so you can make some iron. Okay. And let's get our cell where I can put it. Can I put it? I'll put it there. And take the upon me. And there we go. You have my thanks, Ryan. I quite like the gentle feeling I get from this shell lamp's glow. Looking at one somehow reminds me of bygone days, and those memories always lift my spirits. Glad to hear. Now then, I suppose our next course of action should be to prepare lots of lights and have Pokemon power them up with electricity. Does that sound about right? It sure does. Well, that is a fine plan. We also cannot ask the Pokemon to keep the lights powered on forever. If one runs out of electricity, for instance, we'd have to ask the Pokemon to charge it up again. I wish that I would think asking a Pokemon to do so over and over again would be quite the burden. The humans didn't need Pokemon to power their machines. So how do you keep up those contraptions running? Oh, something does come to mind. If we use that contraption, we ought to be able to light up any number of streetlights. What contraption? Yes, that contraption by the sea may be the key. Please come with me, Ryan. Well, okay. You can stay here, I think. You're talking about this thing, right? This is the one. This large contraption is known as a windmill. A wind what? This device lets you generate electrical power without having to rely on other Pokemon, in theory, anyway. Fascinating. Humans use devices like this to generate lots of electricity, eh? What an impeccable memory you have, Pikachu. I didn't know any of that. It's a bit embarrassing. However, when it comes to exactly sending the power it generates to other devices, that method eludes me sadly. Now that question I can answer. Humans use things called utility poles to transport electricity across long distances. They would simply line up the poles one after the other. Okay, I do have the recipe for utility poles. I haven't lived all these long years for nothing. Look, that tall metal stick over there is a utility pole. Let's try connecting it to the windmill. Well then, could we ask to place a utility pole near the windmill, Ryan? So... there we go. I successfully swung into the utility pole. Excellent. If you continue connecting utility poles just like this, you'll be able to control electricity across great distances. But the small amount of light we're getting from this isn't enough to brighten the whole town. That certainly appears to be the case. Our preparations were lacking, it seems. Now then, have one more thing we must prepare. Do you know what is we need to prepare? A street light, right? I think you're right, Ryan. We're going to use utility poles to supply electricity to harbor streetlights. Then we might be able to brighten the whole town and keep it that way. Okay then. That's where you come in, Ryan. Because we asked you to prepare a harbor streetlight and place it near the utility pole you set up earlier. I wonder if we light up properly. Oh, I'll be waiting on sensors. Well, I'm sure it will be just fine. Okay. Hmm. Does it just want us to make another street light? I may just take this street light and move it over here. I've done it. The harbor street light lit up. Yes. Well done indeed, Ryan. Once you connect a utility pole to a windmill, you can add more poles to connect electricity to the streetlights. That should help brighten up the whole town. Okay, gotcha. It wouldn't be enough to get Tronics to open their eyes. If there's anything... that must be... Okay, I'm actually gonna move this back over. Yeah, because I like it. How it looks over here. Better. Okay. Okay, that's the farthest it goes. copy. Let's check on the Snorlax. I think I've got a knot in my butt somewhere. Also, well, good thing I actually gave Travis some garbage to make me some iron. Now where is there? Egg utility. There we go. Where can I get more stone? Right there. That's not what I'm looking for. There's a bunch of clay with that. Lumber. This town has really gone brighter thanks to you, Ryan. Friends, but we're still not seeing a fully bloomed flower field on us. It seems like we're almost there, but what else can we possibly do? Let's zap them with electricity. That seems a little harsh. Pardon me, if I may. While I was out and about in town, I stumbled upon quite an intriguing device. Now, if this device does what I think it does, it may be just what we need to finally wake Snorlax. Now, that is intriguing. What is this device? It's right this way. Please follow me. Okay. You're being a little slow, too, if you could hurry up. Okay. So that's what this is for. And here we are, the device in question. Fascinating. How exactly does this? If my theory is correct, we first connect this machine to an electrical current. Look here, this shape indicates it could be able to store electricity. I see, so first we run electricity into this device, correct? Do you know how to do that, Ryan? I sure do. Exactly right. This machine requires a large amount of electricity to, you see. Instead of relying on a Pokemon for just a temporary charge, I would like to use utility poles to connect this to a generator. Understood. Thanks for explaining so clearly. Right then, Ryan, it sounds like got a plan of sorts. So do you think you could use some utility poles to carry a lot of electricity from the generator to this device? I'm sorry to trouble you so, but we're relying on you to help. No worries, this is kind of my job at the moment. First we need to get rid of all this sand that's in the way. Then maybe I can. I am just grab all this right here. Pick this up. Leave it here. And I think we need another one goes there. I need stone, but where do I get stone from? Where can I get stone in this area? Holy stone, 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 stone. Stone, 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 stone. Okay, I'll just take you and carry you all the way over there. So I do not have to take it up. I'll also take you guys. Oh, it's so very good. Why can't this being so difficult? Oh, why not? Here we go. Finally, okay. Could be good, right? So, because it's not connected over. I seriously just need one more. I'll just take this one. And move it down. Here. Come on. It's so hard for me to connect. Okay, well, working. Well, is it working? My apologies. It appears we still need more electricity. Is that so? If it appears we'll need to increase the volume of electricity by using more generators. I'm so sorry to ask for your help again and again, but could I ask you to connect even more generators to this device? Oh, I should have actually read that. Device in order to this device to the generators. So okay, I'm pretty sure I know what to do. Okay. So, okay, so I'm pretty sure that means that it is connected to another generator. Is that good enough for you, Pikachu? I would like to send think there's more utility poles over here. And I can move over to there. There's utility poles. Did not mean to fall down. And also, I think it's gonna take this one because I'm pretty sure I just need one anyways. How do I power it? That's what I can use this for. And all this twine as well. Guess I'll run all that. Are we good then? Yes, it seems to be on now. Let's go. Look, B2. Let's go. I can sense it. This time we have plenty of electricity stored up. Well, I had better try it out. There's my two Did it work? Are we good? What was that? I just heard a zap. What was that? Was that you? Brian sent all the energy we needed to this device. As a result, I was able to charge my cheeks with plenty of electricity. Are you saying you can use electricity again? Well, as I had guessed, I still cannot generate electricity. But this device has allowed me to absorb plenty of it. And now I have a very special move in mind. One I've been waiting for a very long time to use. What in the world are you planning? This particular move ought to light up the town even brighter than it already is. Well, without further ado. Pikachu! Okay. Let's go! It's bright again! Would you look at that? So incredibly bright. Right. That went well, I think. Was any of you help? Was I of any help at all? Of course you were. Most certainly. I had no idea you could move like that. You're amazing, Pikachu. My coin's all shiny too. Yo, it's beautiful, Pikachu. It's so bright. Thank you all for the kind words. I'm so glad I was able to be of use. Well then, shall we go check in on Snorlax and see how they're doing? Let's do it. Come on, man, wake up. They should be close to waking up now. How did it go with Snorlax? We're getting quite close to waking them up. But no luck yet. That's some serious dedication to sleep. I wonder, do we need to up the excitement level around here even further? Perhaps. But how could we possibly do any more than we already have? What was that sound? Was it a legendary? My guess is Zapdos. For Zekrom? Oh, Raikou. Yep. It's the legendary Beastar in this case. Well, hello there. How's you doing? What in the world? Snorlax has been struck by lightning. Not only that, a Pokemon I've never seen before has appeared over there. Why is that Pokemon? Ryan, you can leave Snorlax to us. Go find out what the Pokemon has to say. Yes, sir. I found the stone. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can make my way up here. Yes, I can. Here we go. Hello. Whoa, now this is a surprise. When I saw the town all lit up, I figured that the human I had finally come back. But you Pokemon got the town glowing again all by yourselves. We sure did. Talk about a shocking development. I even let loose an extra large lightning bolt. That's how shocked I was. And if I hit anyone, my bad. Where did all the humans go? Where did all the humans go? You know, I'm not really sure where all the humans went. Big natural disasters happening all over the place. I guess they ran off somewhere safe. As for this town in particular, those huge clouds were keeping it super dark all the time, right? Humans can't live without sunlight, you know. By the time I realized what was going on, this place was already a ghost town. Looks like my awesome lightning cleared out those nasty clouds, though. Maybe the humans will come back when they realize the clouds are gone. Anyway, I think I'm gonna head out. Tell your friends I said, what's up? I'm best buds with all of you now. Here you are. Yep, definitely. Bro 63? Okay, I'm ultra ranked now. Catch you later, bud. Hope we can hang out next time our paths cross. Brian, did that Pokemon happen to be Raikou? It definitely was. So I was right. It's quite astonishing that a legendary Pokemon would appear in this town as well. What an impressive lightning strike that was. I'd expect nothing less of Raikou. Natural disasters, you say? Now that you mention it, All the land I saw before I met you was terribly ruined. What in the world happened? How could I forget? It seems Snorlax is unharmed. What an incredibly tough Pokemon. But oh dear, it looks like as if they'd stunned and cannot move due to lightning. Could you try talking to them for us, Ryan? I'm all tingly. Something seemed a little shocking just now. Sure was a nice nap. I just had though. Wouldn't hurt to sleep a little more, I suppose. Hey now, haven't you slept enough? Hmm? Who are y'all supposed to be? You were sleeping here long enough to be completely covered in moss Snorlax. Why, some other Pokemon even took to calling you Mosslax because of it. We were quite worried that you would get weaker and weaker, sleeping away without anything at all to eat. So we all worked together to wake you up. Oh, now that you mention it, I am a little hungry. You, Mosslax, suppose that describes me well enough. So, y'all pretty much saved me, huh? That sure makes that sure was a nice thing to do. Thank you kindly. Listen, Mosslax, do you do you remember anything about what happened before you were asleep? Do do you know where the humans went? I don't remember a whole lot, but wait, the humans are gone? Well, that ain't good. They gave me food. Oh, does that mean you lived in harmony alongside the humans? Sure did. You know how there's naughty Pokemon out there who like to play tricks on folks? Well, I'd run those Pokemon off, and the humans would give me food in return. I just remembered something. At some point, I stopped getting as much food as I used to. Seems the humans had run low on food themselves. I wonder if those natural disasters Raikou mentioned had anything to do with that. Eventually, I started to get kinda hangry, and I scuffled with a real orny looking Pokemon, thinking might let off some steam. But I got whomped soundly, and that frustrated me so bad I just figured. Okay, my computer just almost crashed. My goodness, do you mean to say you were buried in the dirt and covered in moss because you took a nap? Yeah, I suppose that's what happened. Can't say I really remembered it all that well though. So the humans were struggling as a result of natural disasters. So so much so that they didn't have enough food. Then where did they go after that? I don't know, but I sure am grateful to y'all for saving me. Keep in touch. Now, Unit, you hear? Of course. Okay, now we have Moss Slacks in the Pokedex. There we go. As a reward for discovering lots of Pokemon. Wooden pantry. Nice. Okay. So Ryan, there seems to be another gate in this town apart from the one we came in through. Now that you've registered Raikou in your Pokedex, you may be able to pass through it. I think you should go check it out when you're ready. And I'll be coming with you, of course. Oh, and remember, that sand-covered building we found on the beach in Withered Wastelands? Something about that keeps tugging at my mind as well. I'd appreciate it if you could check on it every now and then. Yeah, you keep asking me to do that, and I never have. So what's a little longer? So let's collect this and talk to you. Hey Ditto, think get better at using camouflage. Go ahead and use camouflage and then I'll tell you if you're doing it right. Go on camouflage yourself as something, I can't wait. Okay, camouflage the grass. What, Ditto? I had no idea that was you. Looks like you can use camouflage perfectly now. I knew you could do it. Oh, I just had an idea. I'll teach you a game this will be perfect for. You're gonna be so good at it. It's called hide and seek. If you have you I don't know. Okay. Then you swim together. Just like look for a nice around here. Did you think? Come on, let's go swimming. Okay. Anyways, let's head over to. Oh, you have to